Hey everybody, Chris here. The Dogecoin metrics are signaling a bullish breakout. We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And we have been watching Dogecoin bottom out, and that was the title of my live stream on Monday night was Dogecoin is bottoming. Now, is 1869 the absolute bottom? Could it drop more? Well, if news comes around that is really negative and we see a huge drop in the Bitcoin price, then we could see Dogecoin go back down. But right now, all the metrics are turning around and pointing to positive movement in price. Very bullish. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the charts and the news. I'll show you what I'm looking at. And we start here looking at the current Dogecoin price, and it's just around 19.5 cents. Last night we had a nice run up to 20 cents and could not hold. I was saying during the live stream last night that if we got above 20 cents, came back and retested as support, that would be more bullish. But right now, more weakness happened. That's because Bitcoin came up to about 1065 and then turned around and came back down. I was predicting Bitcoin would probably drop down a little lower and may target these liquidation prices on some of those long leverage trades. But so far, Bitcoin has shown more positivity. And as we zoom out to like the 4-hour chart, you can see a better picture of a slow recovery from a bottom after sort of that continuous drop in order to wipe out leveraged long trades. And of course, of Dogecoin, we had that continuous drop here. And during the live streams, we do look at the heat maps and we look at where that leverage trade is. Right now, though, this is showing a slight increasing support line. That's right, the support line increasing in value. So that is showing strong support there. But again, we did not hold that 20-cent mark on last night as Doge moved up. So where's Doge going to go from here? What does it look like? Look, we've got Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, Doge edging higher. Traders maintain bullish outlook. We're still in an overall bull market. These are temporary. I know some of them are a bit much, but because of the tariffs that that Trump had, increasing from February through March, the Liberation Day drop in April. Of course, we're up higher now than we were then. And Dogecoin, as we've seen on monthly returns, has actually been in the green April and May, and so far in June. So far, Doge is still in the green, but there's still this bearish sentiment out there that I see, but yet they're a bullish outlook. So can we enjoy the bullish outlook a little bit and not be so bearish? I know some of you are still out there just saying, oh, Doge is going to drop to 12 cents. And I'm just like, that's not what the signals are. The signals are not showing that. Global cryptocurrency market capitalization spiked by 1.7% to over $3.3 trillion. Traders believe Bitcoin is gearing up for its next rally. ETH poised for a breakout. It's like into the block data is showing large transaction volume increasing by 72% and 127%. Bitcoin's daily active addresses are up. ETH's exchange's net flows are surging. The data shows there were a lot of liquidations. Yes, we had a lot of liquidations. Those may be behind us though. Now we may be going after the shorts. That's what I want to see. Let's go after those shorts though. Altcoin Sherpa says, all in all, looks like a pretty good low formed for Bitcoin. Not sure that it breaks the 107K region on this, but I think that this bounces to at least 109, 110K at a minimum. Still bullish in the short term, but watching. That's what Altcoin Sherpa says. Bitcoin strength wows traders after market tumble. So we saw that now. Bottoming, as we talked about yesterday. ETH and Doge lead major gains. So this Doge move that we had last night, very bullish. Dogecoin, again, outperforming Bitcoin as we see green in the market. Bitcoin's still a little red from last night, while Doge is in the green. So that means Bitcoin dominance starting to move ever from 64.5 down to 64 or so is what I recall seeing. Let's take a quick look at it. Yep, there we go. So Bitcoin dominance, right? Coming down. Not a huge amount yet, but again, that's what we want to see, at least as a start. And maybe that accelerates as we see Doge and ETH begin to move upwards at a more rapid pace. Dogecoin repeats previous price action, potential for massive surge in 2025. And of course, this is Trader Alan. Again, he's looking at the big run from last November. He's looking at all of these sort of patterns that we had last August, September, October, and how some of those patterns are repeating now. But that doesn't mean that the fractal is going to be the same as what happened last November, because it's a different news cycle now. We're not going to have all that hype around Elon and Doge and all of that. That's not happening again. So I like the idea that Trader Alan has coming up here, but we're not going to see 60 cents this summer. I don't see that happen now. Come September, October, when the real news starts to hit, Dogecoin ETFs, House of Doge partnerships are all coming out. Is Elon going to do something with Doge? Tesla, SpaceX, whatever. All of that is in the cards, but I don't think we're going to see this huge run coming quite so soon this summer. The idea now is to at least get back up above these 24, 25 cent levels here, and let's make some new fractals, right? Some new ones. That's what I think we should do. But Trader Alan continues to look at this, RSI, and again, looking. I mean, this is such a big target, right? What happened last November? A 300% increase in the price of Doge. That's certainly fun to look at, but that's not repeating. But the RSI, again, the patterns that it goes through, this is on a 3-day chart, could point to at least some price movement. Maybe not as overbought as what we had there back November, December timeframe. Should have been a sign, right, to take profits, and some of us did. We started taking some profits there. So we'll see how that plays out in price action. 10.7 billion Doge are now in open interest. Incoming rally has major correlation with open interest. Metric is now soaring. So you're getting the traders, the gamblers coming in. Of course, a lot of those leverage, they've got a lot of targets on them, right? Those big leverage trades. But we're like 75% of the new trades coming in are long, not short. So that's pointing to the positivity and upcoming bullish moves. Whale accumulation drivers as well. That's what is looking on chain is the whales were accumulating under 20 cents. Dogecoin price forecast. Doge breaks short-term price range. Signals bullish comeback. So the bearish momentum is declining. Is Dogecoin still quite under 20 cents? Derivatives data reveals shakeout of bearish aligned traders. Additional inflow of funds. The technical outlook suggests short-term recovery as it stabilizes above a crucial support level. So again and again, we're seeing this sort of repeating look at the different metrics which point to this bullish breakout. Now, it's not going to be a huge run like Trader Alan's looking at. I don't see that happening now. So should you buy Dogecoin? Well, it's less than 25 cents. Well, you know what Motley Fool is going to say, right? Because they're just anti-Doge, but yet they keep posting this stuff about Dogecoin. Because it gets clicks, right? It's been a volatile journey, yes. Dogecoin currently on a slide, bottoming out though, dropped less than 20 cents after it was up more than 46 cents in late 2024. Bitcoin setting new highs recently. Should investors buy Dogecoin and ride the train up? I mean, that's what I've been talking about. Dogecoin price forms a parabolic base pattern. Could a breakout be coming? Is it $1.50? Again, this is another one of these, huge charts that the Trader Alan shows. A bit steep for me at this point in time. Looking, I don't see that happening this summer, but he's talking about now another run and then kind of going through another sort of falling wedge before rising again late in 2025. Not a bad outlook. I don't think we're going to see this first run this summer to this base 4, though. Maybe this gets delayed a little further into the fall. So we'll be watching that here, of course. But right now, as these bullish formations are happening, could Dogecoin price revisit its all-time high in 2025? So ratcheting it down from like $1.50 back down to like 73 cents, could we at least do that? Are we going to have notable dips in June? The RSI is signaling a rebound. And what will Doge do from here? So all of that is in play as we've been watching, again, these, not necessarily a repeat of the price action here, because again, last November was its own news cycle around the Trump presidential win, pro-crypto excitement, particularly on Dogecoin about Elon and Department of Government Efficiency, and we were all excited about that. And that RSI was completely overbought there. So RSI has dipped all the way back down. It has been oversold. We're starting to see a little bit of an uptick here. Could that signal, after, like we've had before, and we've seen many times, you get an uptick, you get a pullback, and then a larger run. We saw that in 2021. We saw that certainly with that spike when Elon bought Twitter. In late 2022, there was that spike. And then even early 2024, we had that run. You get a first run up in RSI, a pullback, and then higher. So that is how Dogecoin trades. That's what we will be watching. Let me know in the comments below. Are you bullish? Do you have a bullish outlook for Dogecoin? Give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.